Howdy everyone, Pocho here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we're moving into the next round of the AI Championships, Maz versus Gorby, and with the toss of a coin, Maz won the flip and he opted to go first. So we'll jump into the bans and selections, and then we'll jump into the battle and see who wins and moves into the next round of the championships. The bans are very interesting, very interesting. We started with Maz, as I said, and Maz went for a strong Rock to begin with. The fact that Rock got onto the board to be selected as a hero, mind blown. But he was there and he was selected right off the bat. But Gorbs hits back quick with a Wukong and a Hoti. Hoti, very decent character, can give defensive, can give healing, and Wukong, almost a direct counter to the Rock. The Rock is unable to make, or Wukong is unable to skip turns. He cannot be frozen, so a little weapon in Gorb's pocket right there. I think it was a good pick. There are definitely some other choices on the board as well. I don't know if I would have gone for Hoti straight off the bat. When you've got Kobolok, you've got Seven Knives. I mean, even Softy is a solid choice. But who am I? I am not a competitor. I am an announcer, so I cannot make those calls. But back to Maz, who picked up who else? The Seven Knives and the Kobolok. A quick pick as well. I mean, if you didn't pick that, I don't know why you'd be in the competition, to be honest. That's a call that anyone would make. So I think that's a very strong pick. Seven Knives, one of the most powerful universal heroes in the game. And Kobolok, I mean, you've got Kobolok doing accuracy decrease. You've got Seven Knives unable to, well, not unable, but very unlikely to be hit by specials. Absolute units. And we're going back to Gorbs, who, again, just pulling plays out of nowhere, stuff I've not seen. He went the Wieland. I think Wieland, a good choice, okay? Not the worst choice, not the best choice. But then, to everyone's surprise, even, I think, Gorb's surprise, he went the Trodar. I mean, after listening to him, I understood where he went. Trodar's a very slow character. If he can get the taunt off, then the taunt is going to last a very long time because his turns aren't coming around. The issue is, he's a slow character. So if he gets frozen, if he gets turn initiative reduction somehow, I mean, there's a whole bunch of problems. But that was the idea. Back to Maz, who went the Blood Emperor and the Tanita. So I think Tanita just a glass cannon. Where is he? Here. There he is. So yeah, very interesting. But I mean, we're getting at the bottom of the barrel now, so every pick is just whatever's the best on the board. So that was Maz's pick. Back to Gorbs, who finished off with a Gasser. Then we went into the subs. Subs for Maz with the Swamp Killer and the Softy. And for Gorbs, we've got Maeglin and Jag. So I think a Softy's a good pick for a sub character. No, not Softy, sorry. Maz picked Softy. Who was Maz's other? Who am I missing? Swamp Killer and Tanita? Oh yeah, Tanita and Swamp. Sorry. My notes are all over the place. I'm dealing with so many of these fights at the same time. But yeah, and then Maeglin, and so yeah, very interesting subs. We're on track again. Let's get back into it. So those were the selections. It was very interesting. I mean, half the fun of this is seeing how people react and how they play. And yeah, so we'll jump into the battle now. We'll see how these two teams play out and what goes from there. Jumping into battle with Maz versus Gorby, and they are interesting teams. Now, what we have to look out for here is if Trodar is able to get a taunt off. But as you can see, a lot of suppression coming from Maz's team already. The only character not being able to be locked down is the Wukong. He's doing a fair bit of damage. If Wukong can take out some of these characters, they will be fine. But remember, the accuracy decrease has come out, so all these characters are going to miss a turn. Well, all the ones that had accuracy decrease on them. And the Trodar's just Oh, the Treader does have the taunt out, but he falls. He did take a few hits here. It is literally all going to come from the Wukong now. The invulnerability from the Wieland is out. The big boy goes into big boy form. He is going to attack the Wukong, but a lot of damage coming out on him. If Gorby can actually take him out, this is going to be a big win for him. The Wieland, unfortunately not. He goes back into his full and splits the health. I'm pretty sure he splits it evenly. The Rock falls. That's a big win for Gorby. And the Cobra Lock falls as well. Wukong doing the work. If they do not target the Wukong, it is a 3v2 situation. The Seven Knives going to almost take out Howdy. It's going to allow... Nope, it's just the Wukong left. It's just Wukong versus 3 characters. I thought Gorby was actually turning this battle around, but unfortunately, I don't think the Wukong can stack up to these 3 characters now, and the Wukong is taken out. Giving the first point to Maz, will take the battle over to contenders, and they're going to see what they will like to do next for the second round. Jumping into battle number 2, and Gorb has taken out Gasser and put in the Maglin. So we'll see if that makes any difference. The freeze comes out, gets everyone except the Wukong. The accuracy decrease comes out, and then we just go from there. Is anything going to happen here? We will see. The defense comes out from Howdy. That might bide Gorby enough time, but the Rock falls. It's a 5v4 situation. If they can take out the Cobra Lock, no, the Cobra Lock does get a freeze. That's okay. Maglin is going to go into hiding, so he's going to start doing some damage soon, but now it is a 4v4 situation, and Gorby is in a bit of a worse state. He gets a heal out, which is good. The Cobra Lock falls. It's now a 4v3 situation, but this was like last time, and Maz was able to come back from it, so we'll see what happens as the Softy takes a few hits. And we'll go from there. The Wieland falls, and the Howdy is out, and we are back in action. Big boy Arakan Guard is in the throws, but now it is a 1. Oh, Softy is still up. So it is a 1v1 now as Seven Knives and Wukong battle it out. But I do not think Wukong can take on this Seven Knives. Is he? Or maybe he can. I don't know. The crits are insane. And the Seven Knives falls. Wukong just barely scraping by, getting Gorby the win on a slither of HP. The second point will go to Gorbs, 1 point apiece, and we will move into the third match. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, round 3, and both players have opted not to change their team. They are relying purely on RNG. So the big lockouts coming out from Maz. There's the Rock and Cobra Lock. Oh, Rock falls quite quickly, but there is still a lot of punch on Maz's team. It's the Seven Knives that is the threat, and the Wukong on Gorby's team. There's essentially these 2 characters versing each other as the Wilhelm falls, bringing it down to a 4v4 situation, and big boy American Emperor comes out, and he is taking a fair bit of damage, but the thing is, they're not going to be able to kill him before he goes back into his normal form, so the damage is going to be split amongst all his friends. Cobra Lock taking a bit of damage there, and he is very close to dying. The Troder is actually taking a lot of damage as he survives longer than the Cobra Lock. There's now a 3v3 situation, and it's narrowing down to the final characters. We almost know who it's going to be, as the Seven Knives takes a sneaky punch at the Wukong. He knows from last match that was his main rival, and he's gone and tried to take him out. As the defense comes out, the Mizihiku finally falls, and big boy Arakan Guard comes into play as he is taken out, and that is a 1v2 situation, as the Maglin has managed to survive this long, and the Seven Knives is going to be able to avoid any special abilities, but no, he's taken out quite comfortably. The Maglin and the Wukong come through for Gorby, giving Gorby the win, and Maz eliminated from the competition. I actually thought it'd be a lot closer than that, but this time around, battle went to Gorby. A confident win. Not confident, but I mean, better than I thought. Giving 2 points to Gorby, 1 point to Maz. Gorby moving on in the competition. Maz, unfortunately, eliminated.